Hey guys, SBO here, and today I want to bring you guys something different and discuss my top 10 favorite females in Tekken. I'll also be discussing my top 10 males, but that'll be for another day. So, this list will consist of story, personality, and why I like them. So, without further ado, let's count down my favorite top 10 females in Tekken games. Now for number 10 we have Eliza. Now I know what you guys are thinking, but since Eliza's debut in Tekken Revolution, she's become pretty interesting to me because she looks like a cross of Lars and Lili mixed with the 2D fireball or whatever you want to call it. But to me, the most interesting thing about her is her design. At first, she didn't look all that interesting because they had a little bob cut, kind of like Anna's hair is, but after they redesigned her and gave her all these movesets, she looks pretty cool to me. Her fighting style is unknown, and her personality is also unknown, but I would say she's gonna be more comical if she's even in further Tekken games, which I hope so, because she is like so cool to me. But the reason she's so low is because, like I said, she's only been in Tekken Revolution, and other than that, she doesn't have much moves or anything really interesting just yet. But if she is in Tekken 7, that would be amazing to me. I would love to see her back. Coming in at number 9, we have Zafina. Zafina was introduced in Tekken 6, and ever since then, she's kind of been meh to me. The only reason I've picked her up is because of my older sister. She played Zafina a lot. She would always ask me for combos and stuff like that, and I was like, okay, you know. And then after a while, I was like, man, I really like this character. So I picked her up a lot and started playing her more. I even made a combo video that you guys can check out. A Zafina combo video for her moves and stuff. Speaking of moves, she uses ancient assassination arts, which is weird to me. I guess they just have to give her weird moves a name. The reason Zafina's so low on this list is because despite all her trickery and everything, she has no personality, or they just hide her personality away. To me, she just is bland and didn't really stick out like all of the other females ever introduced in Tekken. And coming in at number 8 is Kunimitsu. Kunimitsu is Tekken's only female to really be unknown and not all flashy and everything as the other women's are. And she's actually Tekken's only swordswoman as well. Kunimitsu was introduced in Tekken 1 as a secret character and officially debuted in Tekken 2 as her own character and not a clone of Yoshimitsu. Kunimitsu used Manji Ninjutsu, sorry if I butchered that, but it seems to be based around quick moves and her sword, of course, well, knife or whatever she has. And Kunimitsu is really unknown. Other than the fact that she used to be in Yoshimitsu's clan or whatever he has. She also had other character interactions with Michelle where she tried to steal Michelle's pendant and everything like that. But the reason Kunimitsu is that number 8 is because despite all that, we don't know much about her and why she's in the tournament and all this kind of stuff. In 2, it was to steal some treasure, sorry, but we haven't seen her canon-wise since Tekken 2, and that leaves us with a lot of unknown stuff. Coming in at number 7, we have Eliza. Alisa was introduced in Tekken 6 and was received pretty well amongst the Tekken community. She was very easy to learn and she had okay damage. She wasn't all that, but she had okay damage. And she's pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting to see that they came up with a female robot, even though she's not as bulky and big as Jack. She's still a female robot, so I've always thought she was pretty cool. Even in the Tekken 6 Bloodline Rebellion trailer, when I saw her, I was like, oh cool, it's a girl with rocket boots or something like that, until I found out she was a robot, and I was like, oh, that's cool too, you know. But Alisa is very sweet to be a robot. She's not all like Jack. I'm sorry, Jack's like the only other robot in Tekken that you can compare her to. She's not really mean. She's sweet and innocent, but don't get me wrong, I would love to see a mean woman or evil woman, but Elisa's pretty cool, and her personality is shown very well, and she's just real sweet. The reason she's at number 7 is because although they have shown her personality a lot, she's wanting to be a human, and it's just weird to me. And she's always by Lars's side, which everybody despises Lars. Coming in at number 6, we have Julia Chang, aka JC or whatever you know her by. Julia was introduced in Tekken 3, where she vowed revenge on Heihachi for attacking her mother, Michelle. And she was very angry and vengeful in Tekken 3. But when Tekken 4 came around, she turned into the nerdy girl in Tekken, or the nerd, or the geek, which fits her personality 10 times better than what it was in 3. I like how they made her the nerdy girl, the smart one, the one that's calm, cool, collected, and she's always wanted to reforestation, or I'm sorry, I don't know how to say that, reforest her land, and just enjoy life and nature and all that good
You can be a real piece
stuff.
of work sometimes.
But
that there,
the reason
was kinda noble,
Julia is
charming.
so low on the list is because despite all that, they still haven't. Well, despite all that, they kind of made her a luchador, and I hate that. I hated that move. I hated the luchador, all that. The reason she's so low is because she doesn't, like other characters, she doesn't have any other character interactions. We saw some in the where she interacted with Bob in Street Fighter Cross Tekken, but of course that's Street Fighter Cross Tekken and that's not even canon. So I would like to see her interact with other characters, and you know, it would be nice
when you attempt
to see her interact with somebody else other than her mother,
destroy the human cells,
which was
making
in
it
Tekken
impossible
3.
to create
So,
a viable life form.
yeah.
But when you introduce
coming in at number 5, we have Jun Kazama. Jun has always been a pretty favorite character of mine. She was introduced in Tekken 2, where her mission was to stop Kazuya, but as she was trying to stop him, she couldn't help to be drawn to him by a mystical force or something like that. So she got impregnated with who we know today as Jin, and ever since then we haven't heard from her. After she was attacked by Ogre and before the Tekken 3 tournament, that's the last time we ever heard of her canon-wise. Now she was back for Tekken Tag 2, which was great. I had not everyone, but all her fans had missed her, and when they replaced her with Asuka, it was pretty sad. But she's always been a favorite of mine because she's represented peace, and I think we need more of that, especially in the world today. But anyway, she represented peace and love and stuff like that. Some more hippie stuff. But other than that, she was just mysterious, just a peace lover, mysterious woman. But the reason she's so low on the list is because, like Kunimitsu, we haven't heard from her since Tekken 2 canon-wise, and it's pretty sad that we haven't heard from her, or they haven't hinted. The last hint they gave us was in Tekken 4 and Jin's ending, where he was about to kill Heihachi, then he saw the figure of his mother inside a statue or something. But I would love to see her back canon-wise to explain where she's been and stuff like that. That would be so cool to me. Coming in at number 4, we have Christie Monteiro. Christie was introduced in Tekken 4, where she was supposed to be the replacement of Eddie, but instead of replacing Eddie, she just shared a character panel with him. Ever since Tekken 4, she's been the sexy capoeira fighter that was trained by Eddie, to be, well, a capoeira fighter after her grandpa and Eddie escaped from prison together. He offered to teach her capoeira or whatever. I've always liked Christie because she was just, I don't know, maybe it's because she was half naked. But I've always liked Christie because her and Eddie's like amazing to me, but you'll get to see that in the further episodes. But I always liked the capos because I liked the capoeira and all the flips and crazy stuff and whatever. But the reason that Christie's at number 4 instead of being a little bit higher is because of her weird obsession to follow Eddie everywhere he goes. don't get me wrong, I understand that they're trying to make a love thing between them two, but I just see them better off being close friends rather than being lovers, because it's just weird to me. And if they were to drop that for Christie and actually make her have a purpose for being in Tekken other than following Eddie, then she will become really higher on my list than what she is now. Number 3 is Emily de Rochefort, otherwise known as Lili. Now, Lili is, to me, the best character ever added to Tekken after Tekken 3. Lili is a rich girl from France, I think, or Monaco or something like that. But she's so, I don't know, she's just the best character ever added after Tekken 3. Her fighting style is gymnastics. She's rich, of course, and she's just so vindictive and sweet at the same time. It's just crazy, and it's so amazing. I love what they did with the character Lili. I love it, love it, love it. Now, the only problem with Lili and why she's not higher is because she had, again, a weird obsession with Asuka. And I see that they want to make them rivals, but rivals don't do the weird things that she comes up with. It's just weird to me. But now that they gave Eliza a story, which I forgot to mention. Eliza's story has to do, well, they mentioned that Eliza has been locked down in the Rochefort's basement or something on the Rochefort grounds where Lili lives, and I don't know, I think that would make her more interested in the Asuka thing. I know they might not drop it, but that would be a lot better, and Lili would be a lot higher if she were to quit the weird obsession thing.
Daddy's name is at stake. Knock it off.
At number 2, we have Anna Williams. Anna has been my all-time favorite in Tekken, canon-wise. Anna was introduced in Tekken 1, just like her sister Nina, but she was not playable in 1. She did, however, make her debut in Tekken 2 as to me, she's a sex symbol in Tekken, and every game has a sex symbol. She's the sexy, sophisticated, crazy woman that every dude wants. With her breast shaking and butt shaking, Anna just is amazing to me. I love her character design, her story, which to me, the Williams have the best story within all the females of Tekken. And her moveset is Aikido, I think. I'm not too sure. I would have to look it up. But her moveset goes with who she is, and it's just, she's just amazing. I've played her ever since Tekken 2, and ever since then I've been in love with her. So here's to hoping she'll be in further Tekkens to come. And coming in at number 1, we have Chang. Michelle has always been my all-time favorite, and I just was so excited when she had came back for Tekken Tag 2. Michelle, she was my very first female character that I played in Tekken, and I absolutely loved her from Tekken 2 to Tekken Tag 1, and I love her even more in Tekken Tag 2. Michelle's story was to kill Heihachi for destroying her village and killing her dad and kidnapping her mother. After Tekken 2, Heihachi did all that to find the pendant, which had something to do with Ogre. So Michelle was very important, whether people know it or not. Even though she threw the pendant away, I think Heihachi still found it, or he found the site where Ogre was and kidnapped Michelle in the process, leading Julia to go in the tournament and, look for her in Tekken 3. That's the last time we seen Michelle, which she was alright. But Michelle to me had the best retirement, if you would say, to me, out of all the Tekken characters. She in the Tekken 3, she went back to Arizona and, just retired there, as she said in the ending. But she was so amazing to me, and she has to be like the best female character ever for me in Tekken. And I would love to see her back. Now, I know what you're saying. Her and JC are technically the same character. No. Michelle's personality was so much different than JC. She wasn't trying to reforestate her land or anything. She just wanted to kill Heihachi, and I love that about her. She didn't care who she had to kill him. She was gonna kill him. But I would absolutely love to see her back, to see what happened to her mother, or why Heihachi and Ogre came for her and other fighters as well. But Michelle, number one female Tekken character ever.
Just a peek wouldn't hurt.
Well, thank you guys for watching. That's my top 10 female characters in Tekken. Stay tuned for my top 10 males in Tekken, and I'll also be doing a video on the new character Catalina in Tekken 7 and my opinions on her. But feel free to leave a like if you enjoyed this list and you want to see more things like this. Feel free to leave me your top 10 favorite females in Tekken and why you like them so much. And also, don't forget to subscribe to me, SBO14. I will have more random things like this, and I'll start doing more things like this, to kind of build up the community and stuff like that. So make sure you stay tuned if you love Tekken, if you love fighting games, and just games in general. Make sure you stay tuned. But thank you so much, guys, for watching, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.